So I copied and pasted and threw together this what I thought was garbage, you know, another page and a half of music, and he praised it. He was like, "This is fantastic. I love how it does." And I sat there going, "This is dumb." What's going on, everyone? If you are tuning in, thank you. This is the third video in the series that I'm doing on rewriting the popular song Joshua fought the Battle of Jericho. So I had this idea to kind of dramatize it and make it more of like when you think of what a battle scene looks like in a movie and the kind of like cinematic sound that's involved with that. So if this is the first video you're watching, there's two videos prior to it. Go back and watch those. They're garbage because I'm just figuring out how to do this YouTube stuff. But here is kind of what the premise is. So you got this opening line. Okay. And the idea is that if you know the story of Joshua fought the Battle of Jericho, God kind of tells Joshua to go capture the city of Jericho or fight the city of Jericho, and they walk around the city a couple times. They blow their trumpets, and the walls come down. And Yeah, I should probably reread that chapter in the Bible, make sure that I'm I'm actually honoring that story correctly as I'm writing this. But anyway, let's dive in. So this is kind of what I had done over the last two videos. Kind of see I'm writing this for piano and choir. I like to write with a grand staff choir, and then I'll split it into uh, bass, tenor, alto, soprano later. And so it starts out kind of with this open fifths, just this call with in my head I'm going, Joshua, hear the words I say to you, something like that. And we're gonna go through this iteration 6 times to represent the 6 times that they walk around the city before the walls fall. So as we get to this section here, da 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 da. Now there's a little bit more energy in that piano part. I really like this idea of the parallel fifths in the alto soprano line. It's very ominous sounding, I think. So that's what the second time is going to be. And that's where we left off. So, bum, bum, bum. I like this idea. I'm going to repeat this a couple times. Really simple for the piano. I think it's important when you're writing that you keep it simple in the piano part because you don't know how skilled the piano player is going to be, especially if you're writing for like high school choirs, which is what I kind of envision this being. Potentially church choirs, which again, church choirs typically do have a more skilled piano player. That's not even true. I don't know. So I want to keep the piano part kind of simple. And let's go from there. So um, again, I don't have the text down yet, which makes this kind of hard. Um, so maybe I'm gonna actually skip ahead. Um, kind of building. Maybe it's not time. It's time for the tenors to come in. Let's copy this first line again because I'm doing it 6 times. How far did that go? That went all the way up to here. I'm going to Command C that, copy it, bring it over, and again, all this is going to get fleshed out even more. Okay, so notice how it's like way too high. So again, a Command down button is going to put that in the correct octave for my tenors. All right, where are we at here with our transport? We are right about there. Let's hear what this sounds like. Hopefully you can hear that. It's way too fast for what I'm thinking, but you get the gist. All right, let's keep that piano part rolling though. So we had right here. We're gonna repeat that a couple times. In Sibelius, you just type in R. If I type R, that repeats it a couple times. All right. So and then same thing. I like to just go to the end and hit R a bunch of times. Gives me more staff to work with. All right. So I'm gonna skip over this iteration here. I'm gonna jump ahead to the ending because I had this idea that I kind of want to try to flesh out, which is the let me just play around with it a little bit. So after the sixth time going around the city, the seventh time is when they're going to blow the trumpet horns. So each time we do these six, it has to be different each time. So it's building, it's building, it's building, it's building. Um, and we get to. I think after the sixth time is the first time I want to jump to a new tonality. Um, so I don't know what the rhythm is going to be, but I want to. This is kind of where now the battle is happening the next day. So uh, this is kind of like the reckoning for the Israelites. Is that hey, this is happening. We've done this six times, nothing's happened, but God said, "Here's the seventh day. Let's do this." So I really like coming out of the open D minor kind of assumed sound and just walk it down. I love that open, keeping the D minor in the right hand, but the going down to the B flat and this kind of like this. It's like a split minor split. What is it? It's a major seven, but I'm taking the third and the seventh and moving them up the octave. It's very like Americana, my opinion. So let's document this. All right. Kind of want the bass line to walk this down a little bit. So we're going to do dun dun da da dum. It's going to be a 3/4, so let's repeat that. We're going to go Actually, let's get the tenors doing the fifth above that. Again, these open fifths. I know, like, if you're into music theory at all, you know that, uh, like, you're not supposed to do open fifths. And you know what? I like the sound of them, so that's what I'm gonna write because I'm sure I'll tell this story more. But when I was in college, I started the composition track because I thought I was gonna be the next John Williams. And funny enough, that didn't work out. But I had this professor that like I said, I started the composition track, and I put some blood, sweat, and tears into this one piece. I wrote like 25. This is for a private lesson. I wrote like 25 measures of something that I like really liked, and I go to my lesson with this composition professor, and he like rips it apart, and I left really kind of feeling, well, that kind of sucks because um, I really like it sounded good to me. Like, why isn't this good? And it was either the next, I don't remember, it was either the next lesson or like a few lessons later. It was like the night before the lesson. I hadn't touched anything. I was supposed to write some more music, and Sibelius, as beautiful as it is, allows you to copy and paste and transpose and uh, do some quick, uh, you know, editing of the music that you wrote. So I copied and pasted and threw together this what I thought was garbage, you know, another page and a half of music, and he praised it. He was like, "This is fantastic. I love how it does." And I sat there and going, "This is dumb. why why do I need to have your approval, your stamp of approval on this?" And so that's when I stopped the composition. Um, Composition dual major, focused on the education, and like I said, I continued to write. I'm not sure if that was scarring enough that I have not yet put any of my music out into the world, but here I am 10 plus years later and I'm doing it. So, sorry for that side story. Now you know a little bit more about me. All right, so let's go back to this. Where were we at? We had this walking down line. Bum, bum, bum. So let's keep the that melody from before. Let me go back and steal it again. Let's just do those first four all the way back to the end. Bum bum ba-dum, ba. Where are we at here? Da-dum. Put it there. I know all this copying and pasting that I just said I was mad at my professor for. What is going? Okay, so I'm using a non-Mac mouse, and it's driving me nuts because I think I should be swiping up and it's swiping down. I'm so sorry. Da-da-da. But now we're on. Let's make those whole notes. I don't know if I want to use the same melody line. This is a new section of the song. Let me come up with something new. Give me a second here. Hold on. Shard of metal or something. So I got something stuck in my finger. Where did this come from? Jeez. Okay. All done. No, what am I doing? Just put that on. Just gotta write something sometimes. So I'm deleting all this. No. I mean, yes. Let's get rid of those. Okay. Oh, there it is again. That's mouse. All right. I'm just gonna start dragging. Ow. Duh. Let me just drag. What am I doing? All right. We want ba-da-da, which is 16th notes. Ba-da, ba-da-da, da-da, ba-da-da, da-da-da. So this is probably a section where it would be helpful to know the lyrics. I think I'm gonna work with the chord progression quick. See if I like, cause I like that. Yeah, I might need to come back to this after I've. The rest. Sorry, there's a lot of waiting around for me. My brain to function. Ow. Keep doing that. Let's do. I don't know what that was. What? Okay. I'm being summoned. I think there's a baby upstairs that's not happy. I want to get this down now. What happened there? There it is. The one thing I don't like about Sibelius, it kind of just does all the switching thing. Probably needs to go into that. I don't know. We'll have to play around with it. I'm being summoned to help take care of the baby. So, we made a little bit of progress. Each of these videos is going to get a little bit better, I'm sure. But if you stuck around with me, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm really excited to see where this goes. So, again, YouTube, hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, all that good stuff. And if you made it to this point in the video, comment college professor down underneath. And I'll shout you out the next one. So thanks for tagging along. I'll see you guys next time.